And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Sorry about that. Um, something weird. My mouse, like it happened about a month ago. My mouse wasn't working right, and I wasn't able to adjust top chats or nothing. And then but the mouse would kind of intermittently work, and then stuff started glitching on the screen, and then it wiped out again. Uh, I had to unplug the computer, start back up. So, yeah. That was very strange. Because I was like looking at this, like something's not looking right on the screen, like because I couldn't, the mouse wasn't doing what it should, right? It was stuck in one spot. So then I'm kind of, what the hell? And then the screen kind of blinked a few times in and out like that. And then at one point for about 30 seconds or 5 seconds or 10, I didn't have any control of the mouse whatsoever. I'm like, whoa. And then it just shut off. So I had to unplug this computer, plug it back in, and like I did last time and stuff, and turn it and do a reset about 3 to 4 or 5 times. And then I finally got control of this thing again. So, yes. Let's see. So we're gonna get back into it. So we got the Jamie Dimon thing done. I really think that's what he's gonna do. Is he's already told us, like, I don't know is if JP Morgan's gonna have, it doesn't sound to me like the JP Morgan's gonna have a Bitcoin ETF. Um it's possible, but I don't think he's gonna have one. And I really think that Satoshi Nakamoto, that sounds like a great idea. I think that's what he's probably gonna do. Is they'll have the quantum computer and then go for that attack and stuff. So that's what I can totally see that happening. So let's go to next article. This one about tokenization. We're going with this one. Tokenizing. So here's the things. There's two things we need to be rich. Global crypto regulations. All right. And then we need global tokenization of real world assets, right? Everybody's house, everybody's car. See what the banks will do? Let's say you have a mortgage, right? So the bank holds your house until you own it. So what I think in the future they're going to do is everything's going to be tokenized. So the banks can like tokenize your house and then make money off it by lending, leasing, and all these kinds. Like you have no idea all the stuff's going to happen. Like tokenization of all kinds. Like we have no idea. The black sheep. Welcome back, Crypto Hulk. Jammed up again, fun. Well, we kind of got a little bit real. Um, Anytime you start mentioning, that's why I'm going to try not to mention any more names on the show. We mentioned a particular bank and a particular CEO. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. Like that dude's got a lot of power, okay? And these computers now are listening to everything that I'm saying and writing. And if I use the right buzzwords, then they buzz the show off. So I'm going to be cool for the rest of the show, not mention names of anything in particular. Um, so yeah, I'll be speaking in code for the remainder of the show. Um, Web crawlers, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe it's time to set up a website and stream from there with a link on a YT channel. It's just, um, I really, you won't get the traffic like you will on YT. We're doing okay. We'll work around. I don't like giving up. I want to be on this sucker until we're rich. I want to be like the only person like me on this platform. Raiding your house and you having John Wick. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're definitely over the target. Yeah, a little bit too much sometimes, right? I really think that's going to happen to that crypto that begins with a B. I believe that the type of computer that we talked about earlier with the Q, that Q computer is gonna, I think, do a little chop on that particular crypto. You can undo all that at 51%. You can undo that shit. And you can take all the transactions all the way back. You can do a 51% chop, or they call it a hack. And I think totally that's probably what can happen. 1 year of lies, gold cards, art paintings, and a good view of the casting couch. Yes, it is. Um, let's go with the article here. The Black Sheep, the emergence of Q computing, blockchain, and AI will change the shape of every society. The addition of the Q upgrade for the XRPL is primed for tokenization to spread all at once, like the ice number 9 theory. Just think about it. Like, I think that's what's going to happen. That Q computer is going to 51% hack that particular B crypto. Now see it very, very clearly. That would be so easy. They could do it right now. Bam, 51% hack, done. See, here's the deal. With XRP, they got these nodes. Certain people are, 80% of the nodes, like Ripple picks like certain node. The SEC is a node on the Ripple XRPL. I don't know if you guys know that, but the SEC, here's the contradictory portion, is for every transaction, 80% of the nodes on the Ripple network have to agree to validate a transaction. One of those nodes is the SEC. They're actually helping the XRP ledger produce transactions while they're suing it. Does this make any sense? No, it's ridiculous. Okay. All right. Validated nodes. Okay, so let me continue my train of thought here. So now that I've explained that, the SEC actually validates every transaction. So I guess the SEC should sue itself, right? Unbelievable. It's ridiculous. So, since Ripple has these nodes all around the world, you would literally have to find each of these nodes and shut them down. Okay. With the B crypto, you don't have to. You just get a 51%, and then you hack it, and it's done. There's not these 300 nodes all around the world. We got to find out where they are. They're gonna put a node in outer space. How the fuck are you gonna go do that, right? How are you gonna go in outer space? Bitcoin, you don't need, I mean, B crypto, you don't have to do that. Okay. So I'm showing you right now, this quantum hacky is going to be too easy. And then the B crypto can definitely, just like that guy that is a CEO for that bank that I won't mention right now, he said the truth. It's going to happen. The people that, but see, the news media knows, so they're going to laugh at him, but they know it's true because they're trying to get everybody to, I don't know what's going on, get them all distracted, but I'm going to leave that article with that. Now it makes perfect sense. Okay. The SEC should be paying you, explaining their job and how things go. I don't know why I have to explain all these things. Let's go with this article here. Tokenized. So now, two things to be rich: global crypto regulations, then global tokenization of real world assets. Okay. Tokenized Asset Coalition. So there's something called the Tokenized Asset Coalition. It unveils the State of Tokenization report, announces 15 new members. New York. Today, the Tokenized Asset Coalition announced its inaugural State of Tokenization report, a comprehensive look at the industry with information and insights from a variety of TAC members. Now they picked 15 new members to join, but 300 applicants tried. So what we have, it's in New York. It's some kind of a business organization for tokenizing everything in the entire world. Are you hearing me? They are getting it all set up. Crypto Hulk, when are we going to be rich? Well, I'm reading to you right now. It's not going to happen now because the Tokenized Asset Coalition just hired 15 more members. And guess what? Stellar is in that group. Let me read off the names of some of the founding. Here's the founding members. Aave companies, Base, Centrifuge, Circle. Circle is Stellar. Coinbase, that's BlackRock. Just happens to be the biggest financial institution in the whole entire world. Credix, Goldfinch, and then Art. Okay, so what do we just see right here? You've got Stellar, which helps with Circle. That's not a big deal. So it's one of the 3x cryptos right there. Got it? And then you got Coinbase. Who backs Coinbase? BlackRock. What is BlackRock? They own everything in the entire world. They own a portion of everything in the entire world. BlackRock is the most the most powerful company in the whole world. That's who Tokenized Asset Coalition is. The most powerful companies in the world, everybody. So it's showing that they're working on tokenizing everything, okay? That's what's taken so long. We're talking about this year's State of Asset Tokenization Report provides a range of insights into the state of real-world assets, tokenization, innovation happening to business models and products, the emergence of institutional investors, large market trends, and more. I'm not going to totally. Oh, here's some more members. Here's some more members. Chainlink, Fireblocks, Polygon, Solana. Those are some names. There's some other ones, but those are probably the ones I wanted to drop right there. Listen to what it says about the Tokenized Asset Coalition. Let's learn a little bit about them. The Tokenized Asset Coalition seeks to unite traditional and crypto financial systems. Are you hearing this? The Tokenized Asset Coalition seeks to unite traditional and crypto financial systems. Oh man, are you hearing this? With the shared belief that many assets will eventually move on chain. By addressing the inefficiencies, opacity, and fragmentation of the current financial infrastructure, the Tokenized Asset Coalition aims to spearhead the next wave of digital transformation. The founding coalition members include Aave, Circle, Coinbase, which is BlackRock. Okay. They're on a mission to educate and advocate for shared principles. Oh, you mean like a shared ledger like XRP, XLM, and XDC? XLM is already involved in this that we know of. That's Circle right there. You got BlackRock, the biggest financial organization in the entire world. I mean, you probably got XRP in there along with XDC somehow. So already in this article, we're seeing a connection to Stellar and BlackRock. And their goal is to unite the world's financial system. That's how we get rich. So they're working on it right now. That's your answer. Well, Crypto Hulk, when is all this going to be done? I don't know. You're asking me a question. Why don't you ask BlackRock? Get an answer from Larry Fink. What do you think? I can just pick up my phone and say, hey, Larry, Joe from Kansas wants to know when we're going to get rich off this crypto stuff. Gen D, upgraded membership. All right, way to go. Perfect. Let's see. We got the black sheep left to comment. The emergence of Q computing, blockchain, and AI will change the shape of every society. The addition of the quantum upgrade for the XRPL is primed for tokenization to spread all at once, like the Ice 9 theory. Okay, I went over that one. Got that done. All right, now, no point when tokenization, everything will take some time. I've been broke for 33 years. I can't eat fried egg sandwiches 3 more years. Sooner or later, let's say it takes 1, 2, 3 years. Just do your job, whatever job you have and stuff, and just do that until it happens. I mean, at least you're not gonna have to do this for the next. If you're a younger person, you're not gonna have to do work that job for the next 5, 10 years or whatever. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 years at the most. I don't know. But let's move on. Tokenized Asset Coalition. Let me click out of that. JB Diamond. Live stream. Let's go with okay, here we go. Okay, here's another tokenization article. Let me read this next one. Then we'll get on to the United States Code. It's a little bit of a deep dive. I'll try to make it very painless. It's going to be like real government news stuff. Okay, there's your article. Moody's kind of is like, I'm not totally. It's a financial business. They rate companies, and a lot of people. They're like a legends in the financial industry. Okay, Moody's vouches for efficiency benefits of tokenization. Listen to this: tokenized funds. So in the investment world, there's a fund, ETF. All these different things. So there's funds, right? Tokenized funds grew from, now this is last year. Listen, you're not going to believe this. There used to be $100 million last year in tokenized funds, right? Now there's 800 million. That's 8 times, or you can call it 800%. It's almost 1,000% increase in a year. Are you seeing this? That's pretty fast, everybody. Crypto Hulk, well, it's taken so long and all this stuff. Well, yeah, but guess what happened last year? In 2023, there was 100 million in tokenized funds. And at the end of 2023, there's 800 million. That's pretty massive. So if you get 800 million times it by 8, what do you get? 6.4 trillion? Oh, what's the crypto market now? 1.7 trillion? So next year, it's going to be massive. This is what I'm trying to show you right now. Legacy institutions continue to take note of the increasing number of traditional assets being brought on chain. In a new report, Moody's, the investment risk assessment firm. So what Moody's does is they provide assessments on risk. So they say, oh, this stock has a problem, or this stock does not have a problem. So people listen to Moody's. Here's what Moody's says. Moody's highlighted the increasing groundswell of mainstream asset tokenization. Are you hearing? Moody's is telling investment, like the whales. Moody's is telling the whales there is an increasing groundswell of mainstream asset tokenization. This jet is on the runway and it's ready to take off. Okay. If it means it's a year or two or whatever, then I guess that's what it means. But I'm not getting all bent out of shape because I'm not rich right now. I'm reading this article. I know I'm going to be rich. It says in a January 15 report, Moody's said the value of tokenized funds. Tokenized, again, new people means you take a real world object like treasuries, treasury bonds, put it into tokenized form. Okay. And then have a fund. Moody's said the value of tokenized funds grew from 100 million to 800 million, and they use what? Tokenization of United States treasuries. Bam, there you go. Moody's said assets are being brought onto both public and private blockchains. Listen to this now. We all know that there's a private Ripple blockchain, okay? I think what they're doing is they're putting a lot of this stuff on a private blockchain so we can't see it. All right. It says it right here. The assets are being brought onto public and then private blockchains. Examples include Franklin Templeton's US government money fund, extending from Stellar onto Polygon. It says Backed Finance launching a tokenized short-term US Treasury bond on Ethereum. I'm not going to really get much more into this. They talk about tokenization risks. Okay, so you have the article. If you want to get more into it, you could read it. I just wanted to show you 800% growth in these tokenized bonds. So pretty remarkable. Let me check these comments and we'll get into some deep dive here. Flying Kiwi, CBDC stands for Citizens Behavioral Disciplinary Currency. That's exactly right. Wow. They can just shut you off. They don't like you. They can use a smart contract and take all your money back. This is not good. Okay, let's go with the United States Code. Hold on, let me look at this here. Okay. Now, you don't have to click on this, but if you want to follow along, it's a little tricky. Okay, what we're going to look at now is what I've been talking about for 4 years. When I used to work for the Justice Department, everybody knew what the United States Code was, okay, the USC. But I find that in crypto, nobody knows what that is. Okay. I told you in the United States, we have no crypto regulations, okay? That's what the executive order of the president, Joe Biden, is supposed to help us get. So, if we don't have crypto regulations, the judges can't interpret the Ripple trial stuff, right? Gary Gensler keeps taking these companies to court. Guess what? We don't have any crypto regs. Guess what? Judges can't do anything. Gary can't answer a question, remember? What Gary tries to do is sue a company and then just have them pay money to bribe him, and then he goes away. Now, I showed you the United States Code. There's nothing in it really about crypto regulations and all these things. It kind of talks about it a little bit and stuff. But we're going to go to this section. Okay. It can be very confusing looking at this, so I'm going to help guide you through it. You got Title 1, Title 2, Title 18. We'll get into that later, Title 18. But we're going to start with Title 31. So, Title 31 is the only title in the United States Code talking about money, okay? It goes to a section called Coins and Currency, Monetary Transactions and stuff, and that's really it. So What I want you to do is slide your little cursor over where it says subtitle 4, money, and you see it highlights it. Then drag it over to the far right. Drag your cursor over to the far right, and then you click view. So let's do that now. Okay. Now, when you click on that, you'll see subtitle 4, money. It says chapter 51, coins and currency. Starts talking about the decimal system, mining, issuing coins, metals. Talks about coins, engraving, United States currency notes, in these different sections. Okay. But here we come right to executive documents. Here's where crypto is getting ready, everybody. Okay. What we have in the United States Code, this wasn't here 2 years ago. Okay. They added this to the money section. I want you to see what's going on because no other channel's showing you this. I'm going to show you what no other channel does just because you're worth it. So we have a United States Code. It has everything that's illegal and legal in it. Okay. It's the rule book. Okay. All the rules, penalties, everything. Okay. This executive order that President Biden gave was then put into the United States Code less than 2 years. It was put in March 2022. So in about 2 months, see, right now, this is law. This title, whatever you want to call it, chapter, it's law, it's code, it's codified. Okay. When the Ripple trial started, this did not exist where it says money, subtitle 4, when it says money, it wasn't there before. None of this stuff down here was about the executive order was in there. So when Ripple went through this trial, this section I'm about to read to you, the executive order 14067, it did not exist. Get it? So the judge, like I've been telling you, nobody else knows this stuff. The judge doesn't have this information back then. And even during the trial, this came out during the trial. But because the trial started, I believe, in 2020, lasted about 3 years. So here's the deal. We have an executive order that was then added into the United States Code. And this was from Joe Biden. It talks about digital assets. Here's the title: Ensuring Responsible Development of Digital Assets. Now, I'm not going to get into reading all this because it would take at least like 2 hours. And my throat's not going to last that long. So I'm going to paraphrase what we got going on here, and I'll give you examples of stuff. It goes, Section 1, policy. Advances in digital and distributed technology for financial services have led to dramatic growth in market for digital assets, crypto, with profound implications for the protection of consumers, investors, and business. They talk about systemic risk, crime. Here's the next thing they mention: national security. Oh, Crypto Hulk. You've been saying for 4 years, Crypto Hulk, they're going to shut down the country for national security reasons. And that's how they're going to go into all the crypto exchanges and take all your stuff. All those crypto in the IRAs that you got is going bye-bye because national security. Crypto Hulk, how'd you know that 4 years ago? Because I know criminals, okay? I worked with them for most of my career. They're going to bring out this national security deal. You'll see. What we're going to find, here's the executive order. They're preparing us. They're prepping us for how this goes down, okay? I'm going to skip section 1. Okay, no, we're not. Go to the next paragraph. It's still section 1. It's the next paragraph. Let me check the comment section and make sure everybody's still tracking. Thank you for sticking out your neck for us. You the man, Hulkster. Daniel, thank you for that. Let me read a couple comments. Jesse Orrell says, your channel is shadow banned from YouTube. It won't pop up on live ever. Well, that's interesting. Let me go back to this. Okay. We're at the executive order 14067. If it's any easier for you, you don't have to go to the uscode.house.gov and look at the United States Code. Just go type in executive order number 14067, and that'll be much easier for you. But I just wanted people to see that there is something called a United States Code, and it has all the laws and rules and stuff of the United States, whether you do anything wrong or right or whatever, the penalties, definitions, all that. One of these days, I'm showing you this now. I've been telling you this for years, okay? No other channel's been telling you this. And the reason I do that is I take pride in this job. I do, trying to help people get rich, trying to help you see stuff years in advance before it happens. That's my channel. I damn right I'm proud of this channel. Do I brag on the channel? Yeah, I do, because I got a fucking awesome channel. And if you don't like it, go fuck yourself and watch digital dildos playing with each other. So what I showed you here is what's called the United States Code. 2 years ago, 4 years ago, we didn't have this crypto stuff here. This section, this executive order, is talking about the pathway that the United States will take with crypto to maintain dominance of the world. You get this? National security. Okay, this is massive. What I'm showing you right here, it's a 2-year-old executive order. Okay, the other channels don't deep dive. Oh, that's 2 years old. Who's interested in that? My channel. Who's interested in it? Why are we interested in this? Because this is the pathway that America will take to dominate the world of cryptocurrency. Oh, now all of a sudden it starts getting a little more interesting, doesn't it? Okay. I'm not going to get a lot of viewers watching this because this is like deep dive shit that people, they want the quick 1 minute. Crypto Hulk, just spend 1 minute per article. Don't deep dive anything. Okay, those people, I'm not telling you don't watch my channel, but don't watch my channel. What we have is that. So the United States Code is like the law book. Right now, there's no crypto laws. Therefore, the cops on the beat, the SEC, judges, FinCEN, all these people, they cannot enforce anything because we have no laws. Get it? The other channels have no idea. So, and even the lawyers, they have no idea what's going on. That's why I'm here to help. But I'm not the government. I'm not the government. I'm here to help. So 2 years ago, almost, this was put into, let's say, law. And we're getting close to having crypto rules and regulations. So what we have here is Section 1, second paragraph. While many activities involving crypto, I'm going to use the word crypto instead of digital assets. They're using the word digital assets. While many activities involving crypto assets are within the scope of existing laws and regulations, an area where the United States has been a global leader, growing development and adoption of crypto-related innovations, as well as inconsistent controls to defend certain key risks necessary, and evolution, are you hearing me? An evolution and alignment of the United States government approach to crypto. The United States, listen to this, the United States has an interest in responsible financial innovation, expanding access to safe and affordable financial services, reducing the cost of domestic and cross-border funds. Oh, cross-border transactions like Ripple, um, transfers and payments. So talk about cross-border and then payments. Who do you think runs that? Stellar, XDC, and XRP. I'm showing you how you're going to be rich, okay? The modernization of public payment systems. We must take strong steps to reduce the risks that crypto could pose to consumers, investors, financial stability, financial system integrity. Let me go to the next section. I mean, you should spend time. I've already read this executive order before. It's basically what's going to happen. It tells you the future and what's going to happen. If we go to section 2, there's letter A, B, and C. I'm going to go to C. And we must, here we go. National security. Listen up. We must mitigate the illicit finance and national security risks. Are you hearing me? Posed by misuse of crypto. Everybody, I just showed you the future right here. We must stop the illicit finance and national security risk posed by misusing crypto. I'm telling you, we're going to have a financial, a national security event, everybody. I'm calling it right now. I've been calling it for 4 years, actually. I've been saying this for 4 years. Further, while the United States has been a leader in setting international standards for the regulation and supervision of crypto, are you hearing that? Let me repeat that again. Further, while the United States has been a leader in setting international standards for the regulation and supervision of digital assets. Are you aware of this? Because I wasn't. So the United States is a leader in setting international crypto laws. That's very interesting. They're telling us right here. I don't see any evidence of that at all. They must be doing something we don't know. I'm reading you right out. The United States is a leader in setting international standards for the regulation of crypto. I've not known this. I've seen no evidence of this at all. And I've studied crypto for 4 years. They're doing a damn good job in hiding this, okay? But see, here's the thing. They're keeping it in plain sight. This is telling us what the United States is doing. The United States is leading the world in crypto regulation. That's what this is saying. Now, whether you see it or not, that doesn't matter. I'm showing you what's not on the news, what's not on any other crypto program, okay? People on Crypto Hulk, my subscribers on this show, I keep them years in advance ahead of what's going to come, and I show them with proof, like I'm doing right now. It's not my opinion. We're going over a very boring United States code, and I'm showing you exactly how it's going to go down, okay? Talks about the Financial Action Task Force. Oh, here we go. Talks about the national security risks of crypto being misused. Talks about national security tools. When digital assets are abused or used in illicit ways or undermine national security, gee, Crypto Hulk, there's sure a lot of this national security stuff. What I've been telling you for 4 years, we're going to have a national event, whatever that event might be. The government's going to shut it all down, take all your crypto, because they're not doing a crypto buyback. They're not doing the buyback dumb shit, okay? Forget that idea. That's fucking Santa Claus and shit, all right? They will shut it all down, declare a national emergency, and whatever you got on exchange is done. I've been telling you this for 4 years. I'm so advanced from this. I knew 4 years ago I bought my crypto and immediately took it off the exchange because I knew the government would come and take it because of a national security event. I already predicted all this. To mitigate illicit finance and national security risks through regulation, oversight, law enforcement, and other United States government authorities. Oh, like three-letter agencies? Man, Crypto Hulk, this show is something else. We must reinforce United States leadership in the global financial system. Now, look, everybody, have you seen the government, our government doing anything in the leadership role? No, Crypto Hulk. It looks like we're behind. That's what they want you to think, okay? I sure hope this show makes it. I'm surprised it's not glitching right now. I should not have done this particular show, but I'm just reading off the president's executive order. If they shut me down for that, I'm like, God, then we must live in a commie country. If I'm reading off a president of the United States executive order and my program gets shut down, then this is a bad time to be an American. All right. Alrighty then. So I'm on section 2, letter E. I think went through that or look at section 3 here. Now, section 3, I have to be very, very careful because there's a lot of things I can't say. So, section 3, I'm going to speak in a little bit of code. All right. I don't know. I can read this shit. Everything in here is three-letter agent. Okay. I'm going to summarize. I'm not going to say anything specific because this will get shut down. Okay. If you go to the executive order 14067, just type that in. Executive order number 14067. And go, you'll see section 1 on the left, section 2. And section 2 has A, B, C, D, E, F. Then you go to section 3. I'm trying to break it down so you can find it. All right. It's a little confusing. You go to section 3. It's listing all these three-letter agencies. There's all kinds of stuff about national, and I'm not going to say security. Okay. Talks about the Federal Reserve, like all these agencies, everybody. The Federal Trade Commission, federal regulatory agencies, all this stuff with crypto, everybody. This is what we got going on. The United States is leading this. I know it doesn't look like it. I'm just showing you what's real, okay? You don't have to see it for yourself. If I were to say, who's leading crypto? I'd say the Middle East, Europe, Asia. It's how it looks, right? Okay. But that's not how it really is. I'm showing you how it really is. The United States government is leading the world in this, but it's made to look like they're not, okay? I'm not going to mention all these divisions of the government. The show will definitely get turned off. So I'm going to let you. That's why I was very specific about telling you where to find this, so you could read the board of the governors of the federal. Like all these agencies are involved in this. Okay, I'm going to leave section 3 alone. It's a hot button. Okay, so let me move on. Section 4. I'm going to leave section 4, 1, 2. I'm going to leave that alone as well. Now, here's the thing. Under section 3, and then section 4, it starts giving timelines. It says, within 180 days of this date. This other one's like, within 210 days of that date, okay? What these were, everybody, were timelines. when stuff needed to be done. Okay, studies need to be done. Guess what? We're well past 200 days from 2 years ago. We're like at day 600. Okay, they're done with all this. All the framework stuff in crypto is done. all the studies, all the studies that they had to do and testing. According to this, we're past the time frames, everybody. 180 days from March 2022. That would put you like around September of 2022 and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm seeing here 3-letter agencies, and they got to do this, and they got to contact them, and then the national strategy for combating, and then I'm not going to say, I can't say this stuff, all right? It's going to get the channel shut down. What I will say is this. You've got to look at this yourself. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. I'm going to leave that executive order just like that. There is so much in there about national, and I'm not going to say security, and not going to say risks involved with crypto. All right. It's very clearly in this thing. The United States will be leading the world. The United States will pretty much lead the world with regulatory kind of things, but you would never know it by watching the news, and even the news that I come up with. I've never shown you any of this. So that's what I wanted to show you today. Let me get some comments on that, and then I'm going to show you. Hold on. Some people gave donations here. Tyrus. Tyrus, thanks for that donation to the channel. Appreciate it. Land Surveyor Matt gave 5 people memberships. Why you know Fo 20 got a membership. Insurance Adjuster, Crypto Hood Rich, Dave Harmon, and then Richard. Then you got the Black Sheep, gave a donation. Financial system integrity equals keep poor people from competing with the banks. National security, I'm not going to say risk. They're so full of it. We've got Yurt Dog, thanks for that donation. You got Sprocket Tart. That's crazy. You can't say what's on an executive order, which is public information, right? Like, if I were to read off these different agencies and stuff, oh, the channel will be done. That's, I mean, you got to read that executive order for yourself. It'll show you what the future is. They've already figured it out. The Black Sheep, thank you for that. Just because information is public doesn't mean they want the public to know. It's a very good point. Stuart Lavelle drops the red pill. We get a chance to get out of the matrix here for a little bit. One of your great analogies. We're sitting in the front row. The curtain is down, but we can hear them warming up. Thank you for that, Stuart. So what I think he's talking about is, I've given a lot of different analogies, but let's say we go to a concert hall. Maybe there's a play. Maybe there's a concert going on. I've used that one before. So we're sitting in the audience, the auditorium, the curtain is down, but we can hear in the background chairs maybe shuffling around. Maybe somebody's bringing out the bass drum. You might hear a little bit of violin, or maybe somebody's just doing, well, you're going to hear these things. Like, you know something's coming. People that go to that concert, the orchestra, they know there's going to be an orchestra. If you watch my show, we know we're going to get rich with crypto. We know it. We know there's going to be crypto laws, just like we know the person that plays the flute or the cello or whatever. We know that's going to happen. And we don't know exactly what song they're going to pick, do we? No, we don't. But we know there's going to be a concert, and we know we're going to be rich. We don't know how long, if it's a 5-minute concert or a 2-hour concert. We don't know these things. Whether it's going to take us 6 months or 2 years from now, like we don't know exactly. We have a ballpark. We kind of know. And what I do is I deep dive to help you really see the stuff. So the executive order that we went over today, that lays out pretty much. See, look, they gave you the timelines: 180 days for this, 210 days for that. They've already done all the studying. They're done. Okay, this is almost like 2 years ago they did this. So that means they did all these things. They've made all the crypto laws. Why haven't we seen it? Are they setting everybody else? See, we're the leader. According to that executive order, we're the leader of the world. So we got all this stuff done, but they don't want to get everybody to, all the poor people like us, to just go out and buy up all this crypto before it's ready. Maybe these poor countries, when all these look, if XRP takes off, how's Ripple going to get a poor country to buy this stuff? See, David Schwartz said himself, and what he said is that maybe they wish they would have went to the biggest banks first instead of messing around with all the small little companies or something kind of like that. And then, because here's the deal, but as the price of the XRP goes up, how are you going to convince the poorest country in the world that they need to have XRP? They can't afford to buy it if it's 10,000 a piece. What if a bank needs 1 million XRPs? And right now they're what, 50 cents a piece ish. So the bank's got to come up with $500,000 to buy like Ripple's not giving a shit away. I think they kind of pre-allocate here and there, but let's just go with the story that I got. Ripple has to incentivize. So that's what XRP Fund 2 does, is they go out and give people, they trade it for Ripple. They buy and sell and trade it for Ripple. All Ripple does is help XRP Fund 2. Ripple takes the escrowed XRP, gives it to what no other channel knows, and it's called XRP Fund 2. XRP Fund 2 then goes to Wells Fargo and all these banks and makes deals. They buy crypto or they sell it back, okay? Then if XRP Fund 2 sells XRP, they make money, then they go back and give it to Ripple. And if sometimes what happens is XRP Fund 2 goes out and buys it all up and then gives it back to Ripple, who then puts it in the escrow account. You get how that works? Now, you go to a poor country in Africa, and people, they don't have cars. It's a very poor country. How are you going to get them to buy an XRP for $10,000 when they need like maybe 500,000 of them? And that shit's not going to work. What works is when XRP is 0.00028 cents, then you can see what happens. So David Schwartz is kind of saying we kind of wanted to get, spread this liquidity earlier, because as the price goes up, it makes it tougher for poor countries to compete. That's the whole goal. Level playing field. You get this now? Ripple was trying to release this crypto for liquidity. You don't want to put it all out on the market. Why? Because then a JP Morgan comes in and just dumps what? $500 billion in it and then owns it all. And then what if they burn it? Then we're screwed, right? What you want to do is what Ripple's been doing. Now, if you look at the big picture, what Ripple's been doing is spreading liquidity all around the world. You don't want to just have it all out there, because what if, Russia or China comes in and they buy it all up? Now they control it all. That's called a monopoly, right? That's what we got going now. Remember the three little pigs, JP Morgan, HSBC Bank, and then Citibank. Three little pigs. They control all the world's money right now. If Ripple were to just put it all on the blockchain, all the XRP and stuff, then guess what? The three little pigs would buy it all up, and the world would be the exact same as it is now. Get it? So what Ripple had to do was get it off the blockchains and put it in an escrow account. And then at times they'll dump some, and then other times they buy it back. and they dump some and they buy it back. Okay. So why they do that? Because that's what the SEC is claiming, that it's a security. So Ripple, it goes from Ripple out, and they take it out of the escrow when it comes out. Every month, Ripple gets 1 billion. Ripple can put that back in, or what they do is they give it to XRP Fund 2. There's a second person, XRP Fund 2, and then that person, XRP Fund 2, then can go to like an exchange or different liquidity providers around the world, sell it off to them, and then a bank would go to them. So by the time the bank gets it, it's not a security because they're like the fourth person. Or same thing with me and you. It goes Ripple, XRP Fund 2, to some kind of money market maker, whatever it is, and then maybe to a crypto exchange, and then to you. Guess what? It's not person to person now. It's about 4 or 5 people. That means it's what we bought is not a security. Now, if we bought it directly from Ripple, not XRP, we even, let's say we got XRP Fund 2 out of the way. If we bought something directly from Ripple, that's a security. Do you get this now? An example would be when a company like Link2 buys private equity straight from Ripple, that's a security. And then you buy like into a fund or whatever that has that or whatever, like you own private Ripple stock or whatever, but it's not like you going to Ripple itself, because that would be like a security. So I'm not an expert in all this area. I'm just kind of trying to break it down. So that's why Ripple wants the price as low as it can get so that the poor countries can buy it up. Because once this thing goes, I mean, you know what? Maybe it hits 100 grand. Now, see, but that won't work. So Ripple has to like shut it down somehow. That's why these countries and governments are shutting down exchanges. They don't want you buying the stuff, speculating, raising the price up. They need this stuff to be cheap. All the 3 cryptos needed to be cheap. Then once everybody, hey, you got yours? Yeah, we got 500,000. How many you got? You got 1 million? Oh, Korea, how many you got? This okay? Everybody's ready. Does anybody need any more XRP? No, because if so, we can crash the price. Oh, we can crash the price. Put some FUD out there. No, we're good. We're good. Okay, all right. Get ready for the green light next year. That's how this shit goes down. Okay, just like that. All righty. I am gonna hold off. Well, okay. You know what? I might do one last. I'm gonna do a share. I'm gonna share this with you. Let me do a copy. I know we're kind of deep diving, but for the people that want to really learn stuff, this is what we're doing. Okay. What we're looking at here, what I just sent you, is 18 United States code. Okay. What we have here is crimes and criminal procedure. Now, Title 18, let's go to section 242. Scroll down, you see a 2-column thing. Scroll down to the end of that. And I'm looking for, let me see. Okay, we start off with 2. Look at the far left. Just keep scrolling down until you see code section 2, and then it says principles. Then it goes 3. And then 4 is misprison of felony. Scroll down to see 8. You got 14, 17. 17 is insanity defense. Let's scroll down to 35. Imparting or conveying false information. Now we're going to scroll down to 242. What I'm showing you is like California has a penal code, right? Well, the United States, I'm showing you 18 United States code because this is what there needs to be a section for crypto. All right. But let's go down to section 242. I'm at 175. Prohibitions with respect to biological, and I'm not going to say the word weapons. We're going to scroll down to section 242. I'm at 200 now. This thing's big. I'm at, I'm at 208. Ooh, wow. I'm at 223. I passed it. I'm at 249. So now I need to go back to 242, 245. Okay, here we go. Where you want to be is 18 United States Code section 242. All right. I know this is kind of weird for some people, but some people like this is how I deep dive. This is how I come up with stuff no other channel has. You don't have to do this. You can just watch it, and that's fine. I'll explain it all to you. But just some people want to know, Crypto Hulk, how the hell do you figure this shit out or whatever? It's because I deep dive and look through shit like this that seems on the surface very boring, and it is. But I'm a pretty good investigator. So this will be the last United States Code thing I'm going to show you because it's kind of exhausting. I know. Now, let me go to what I'm looking at here. Okay, United States Code, section 242. Let me tell you something. I've said this before. We could Why did my computer? Whoa, it just moved on its own. No way, I'm not even lying. I was on section 242, and then my computer, the mouse just moved the shit all the way back up to the top. Like I didn't even touch it. I think these people have got control of my computer or something. I swear to God. Like I'm not lying about this. It's kind of scaring me. Now I got to scroll all the way back down to 242 again. Son of a bitch. Who's ever got control of the computer, why don't you leave me alone for a little bit, all right? For God's sakes. It's really getting ridiculous. Okay, I'm at 208, 220. I'm getting back there again. 242. Here we go. All right. I sure hope they don't do that again. What I'm looking at here, remember how I said we could all sue Gary Gensler? Okay. I used to be a peace officer in the state of California, a reserve sheriff's deputy. Okay. So if I did something like punch somebody out, that's a violation of United States Code. That's a federal crime. If I'm a police officer and I do something bad to somebody, okay, because I'm in the position of authority, I'm working for a government, okay. Section 242 is a civil rights violation section. So if a government person like Gary Gensler stops you from buying something right now that's legal, which is crypto, that's a violation of your civil rights. Gary could have 50 million people file civil rights violations against the SEC or himself personally. You can do it personally. Let me read a little bit of it. I'm not, this is not a deep dive. Whoever, Gary Gensler, whoever under color of any law, statute, ordinance, regulation, who willfully subjects any person in the United States, a territory, a commonwealth, a possession, or like the District of Columbia, if you deprive anybody of any rights to buy crypto, privileges, or whatever it is, or an alien in this country, you will be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 1 year. Now it gets into bodily injury, which we're not getting into. So basically, Gary himself could possibly go to jail for not more than 1 year. Okay. Now I'm not going to read the rest of this because it has words like I can't mention like kid, and then if you're going to take a nap, but cut out the middle part, so you have kid and then kid taking a nap. I can't mention these words. We're not going to get into this portion because it's not physical. What Gary Gensler is doing is stopping us he's depriving us of our rights as an American. Okay, and you don't have to be an American citizen because it talks about being an alien or like say, something like that in this country, like somebody hopped the border, and so if a cop punches out somebody hops the border, that's a civil rights violation. You don't have to be an American citizen for that. All right. So what I'm showing you here right now, and we're all done, so the deep dive's over, is that if you go to United States Code section 242, you can read what I'm looking at here, and it's showing you that so under color of authority is a word meaning you do something on the job. If you're a government agent, okay, government person. So technically, crypto is legal because we do not have crypto laws and regulations in the United States Code. Okay, that's a fact. Next, you have a person like Gary. We could even say Jay Clayton filed a lawsuit against Ripple. That's a violation of civil rights. Ripple has every right to be able to see. I already went over the 2015 Ripple settlement agreement, correct? Correct. I've already shown you in that settlement agreement, probably 5,000 times, how the United States court has already determined that Ripple's XRP is a currency. Got it? Okay, that's a fact. Now, any person under color of authority, Jay Clayton, Gary Gensler, jamming up XRP, that's a civil rights violation right there. Bam. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. Go ahead and read these for yourself. I wanted to show you that. So that's how I can say Gary can get sued. Not just because I just fucking want him to, because in the United States Code, section 242, I just demonstrated under United States law that any person under color of authority denies you from doing something that's your legal right, that's a violation. Gary could spend under 1 year in jail for that. Just thought I'd let you know. But what do I know, right? Crypto She-Hulk, thank you very much for that. You got a remote access Trojan. It's possible because my computer screen, it went from section 242 all the way back up to like section 1. So then I had to scroll back down to 2. I didn't even touch. I didn't hit nothing. My mouse is like a foot away. I'm not even near the mouse. The thing just went up. So I don't know. Hulk, check your settings so no one else can access your computer. Make sure public setting is turned off. Okay. So disconnect from the internet. Let me just type in that so I can read the comment. Disconnect from the internet and run auto run. I'll have to talk with somebody and yeah, figure out if they can check something. I think something might be up. This is just kind of bizarre shit that happens on my program. All right, I think that'll be, or just do an offline antivirus check. Okay. That'll end the program for today. Check your firewall. I mean, I got an Apple computer. They're supposed to be pretty safe from all this dumb shit stuff. That's why I get it. That's why I bought an Apple rather than something else, because Apple's tough to get into. I don't know. I guess something's in there. Son of a bitch. But okay, that'll be it for today's show. Tomorrow I'm going to do a broadcast in the PM Pacific time, maybe around like 6 p.m. Tomorrow. So right now in the United States, let me look. It's Saturday, January 20th. It's 7:30 p.m. So let me go through here. Did I miss a donation? Don't like doing that. Yeah, Stuart Lavelle. Oh, I got that. Yeah, I think I got them all. Okay. Right. All right. Stuart Lavelle drops one and says, all this shit is coming in fast. Strap in, folks. That's exactly right. I just showed you the executive order And in that order, all this stuff, there was dates and timelines for stuff. And then all of a sudden, shh, we don't hear nothing, do we? Whatever happened? There was 100 days for this, 210 days for that, or whatever. Okay, so what's the result? Like, we never heard anything since. That was almost 2 years ago. It's all done. They're just not talking about it. The other channels, they don't discuss this. They're talking about, oh, what's popular, what's Sam Bankman-Fried doing, what's going on at Davos. That shit's not. I'm showing you like major important stuff. That's why these people do this crap to my channel. But yes, Stuart, it's all going to come in fast. That's how this flipping the switch stuff happens. You're looking this way, looking at all the dumb shit, and Crypto Hulk is over here doing a deep dive Saturday night into the United States Code. Like, who the fuck does that? I do. Okay. So that'll be it. My show's over in less than about 22 hours from now. Yeah, about 22 hours or so, I will do another program at about maybe 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday in the United States. I'll see y'all then. Take care.